everyone, and welcome to the daily Lobby Race broadcast, where we simply just every day post a video where we broadcast a race. Now, this first race here I participated in. As you can see, I was in second place, but it will not be every time that I will be included in these races. So before we start, I'm gonna run you through the grid here. So first of all, we have the South Korean driver in the Lexus, me in second place in the Ford. Third place, we have a Mercedes under the name Max. Fourth, we have Kuga in the Nissan. Fifth, we have Icaros in the AMG. Another AMG here in sixth under the name Deco. Seventh place is Mr. Stretch in the Lamborghini. Eighth is Han in the Nissan. Ninth is GMS in the Lexus. 10th is the Dodge Viper, which you will see in a lot of positions during the start sequence. 11th is Kaizu in the Ferrari. 12th is the Richie in the Fuego. 13th place is Jackie in the AMG. 14th place is Benny, who will also be a person to look out for. And now let us see the start. Here we go as the 5 red lights turn on. We are underway for the race here, and as the people in front, I have a really poor start. Max has gotten the lead of the race here into turn 1. We will see him beautifully get that start, but this is really tricky braking zone, so we will see a lot of contact going into here. As we see people getting pushed wide, a lot of people running off the sides here, and a bunch of people running down the grid here. As you see, person who started in second falling down behind, and people like Benny, who started from last place, is now in 7th, as we see another person falling off on the sides here, as now it is Max in the AMG leading us right now. Amazing start, which we are gonna get a replay of later. Going in here, we have the really long set here, as the Aston Martin seems to be threatening the Ford going in here. Will he get the run into this long, flat out section? Will we see the South Korean driver in the Lexus get back into first place? But currently we are looking at the fight between the Ford and Aston Martin. Aston Martin seems to have a run here going into the incredibly fast bus stop chicane here, but will he go for a move? It's really risky to do it. No, not quite. But does he get the speed going through here to get a pass here? Doesn't quite yet have that distance close enough to actually do something from this position here. Forward has gotten a bit of a run here on the AMG, so let's see how this turns out into the turn 1 here. Goes to the right side to possibly get a better braking zone into here. He's fully got him done, as we see that South Korean driver now has the first position, but the AMG has braked so late, and they're both off as Benny drives past both of them. Really hard to see here in the glare. We're just gonna have to deal with it. But as Benny, who is in last place, really breaks late there, Jesus, is now in the top 3 from last place. As we can see here through the grid, a lot of people have gained a lot of positions, and others have really lost a lot. As we see now, the Lexus is back into first place with a huge commanding lead. Now we can see Benny here trying to go for the move on Mercedes as well. Going through here, will he get the exit he wants? Yes, that is a great, oh, and he has a huge moment. That's gonna absolutely ruin his chances of going for a move here with the bus stop chicane, but he might still go for it. So we go here onto the hood camera, you can see he's really close. and has the slipstream advantage. He might go for the move here. This really risky overtaking place. No, oh, that is some contact, but hopefully that will not leave anybody damaged as we are really close to track limits. Gets the exit, swoops into the inside line, but he gets a penalty. That's gonna be horrible. He's not gonna have the run now, and he's gonna lose that position going into the penalty zone here. Because you don't just lose half a second here at Daytona, you lose a lot of time here. Because we lose all that speed as we look behind as the Ford is trying again to go for the move against the AMG here into turn 1, probably a bit more cautious considering last time, and he does not quite get the move on. This is some absolutely amazing battles we are seeing here. The Ford might go for another move here. No, trying to be a bit more careful here. But as we can see here, another person we are looking for is the Dodge Viper, Romanian driver. Really close up and has actually caught up to this battle because they have been moving a lot here in the top. So Aston Martin seems to want to try again to see if he can pass. That's a beautiful turn out of that exit of the corner. Will he get the run here? He's gonna try and switch back here to get that beautiful line. Yes, he has gotten that line. Now he has the inside line for this beautiful oval. It's gonna give him a huge advantage going in here, but now Max has gotten that slipstream really early here, so he might not be able to quite keep the lead here into the bus stop. Will we see an overtake try to go here as Max is trying to get past, but will he be able to? Oh, that's a really hard place, but Max is brave enough to go for it, but it's not easy to keep positions here as we go into turn 1 as the Aston Martin goes to the outside to try for the position, as we also see the AMG going so close to the Aston Martin. That was so close to being contact, trying to get slipstream and ruin the party here for Benny, as Benny has now gotten past and is bump draft by the other AMG here of the Hungarian driver. Both Hungarians helping each other out here as Max gets overtaken by 2 people here. Oh, bit of contact there. A lot of contact up here in the front. As we can see, the race lead here has a huge advantage. Oh, it looks like Anderson has braked a bit early as the Benny spins. That is horrible. No, he was doing so well to be so far up here. But we're gonna have to look forward as the Dodge now is in 4th place, trying to challenge. Now we see that the Lexus here is got a huge advantage. It seems that he's going to win this race. Now we go back here to lap number 4 with Benny, who had a really hard here in turn number 2, getting a big grass on his tires and dirt as he sees the fight behind, sort of gets pressurized to go defensive here. As he goes out of the corner with no traction, he just loses the car. That's just absolutely horrible feeling there. When you're in that hairpin, you just have to get the best exit and go so early on the throttle that it's just so dangerous in the corner. And it's absolutely horrible for him to have that spin, and it ruins his entire race. So we look behind, Max is now the lead of this pack here, with some moves going on the back as Anderson tries to go back, tries to get back this position from the Romanian driver. Will he try to go for a move in the bus stops and contain it? That's what we most likely love to see here, but is it gonna work out? Oh, they're both side by side going through it really hard to get here as we're already approaching the last lap as the Viper goes back on the outside. This is a huge battle here for the number 2 position. There's so many drivers here. There's 4, potentially 6 drivers in contention for 2 podium positions here. As we look here, as the AMG drivers are again fighting into turn one, Will Anderson try to see something. No, he's playing it safe as they go so close to making contact into this corner here. What are they going to be able to do into the hairpin here, which is really important to get a good exit? But he lets Max pass, as also the Romanian driver is trying to get past Anderson. Anderson does a switchback and tries to get past again. But is he gonna keep that position into the long? No, he's gonna lose it. As Max is still in second. We were talking earlier on about his really hard here at Daytona to keep position because of the slipstream. But will he be able to keep it? Because there's so many drivers that has the potential here to slipstream past. And Max has a horrible exit. It's gonna fly off for Max here on the final lap. It all goes wrong for him, and it's not going to be a second place for him, as it's now Carlos 72 who is now going for the second place. But after this race, I also wanted to go back a bit here and get some replays as we go here to the lap number 5 with the incident of Max. What did really happen here going into the here? He's really defensive, trying to keep this, having a tight line through here, trying to keep this position as he goes to the really important corner. Really tight line, not ideal really, and he just gets punted off by Garza, which I believe was a complete accident here, as he just had a really weird line going through here, probably getting punched a bit in the back, as when you get that spin, it's not hard to keep it, as he just holds throttle trying to save himself, but it wasn't quite able to do it. And we're now going to look at the podium fight here. On the back here, as we can see, the Dodge and Anderson, the Romanian driver and Anderson, are looking here to get, oh, it's a really good exit here from the board. Will he be able to do anything up against the Dodge here? No, the Nissan driver as well is trying to go around the outside. Kuga really wants to be a part of this fight here, as it seems that the AMG driver has a penalty. Will he be able to keep the position going in here, as Sue is going around the outside and he takes the position right on the line? That was so close. It's the final standings, as you can see here. South Korean driver in the Lexus had a huge demanding lead and was the clear winner, but in the back here we find that it was Isu, the Romanian driver, from 10th, I believe, and we have the Mercedes driver in 3rd of Karus, as Anderson, who was in the front row, fell back into 4th position, and Katsu in the in 5th place in the Nissan, as Richie in the Puego, and Max in the AMG had a huge fight but did not quite manage to hold that lead. Benny as well in the fight, but they both fell under the pressure of leading this pack. Got destroyed, as we have Deco in the AMG as well, going further behind. And I don't know about you guys, but this is an absolutely amazing race. Start off with here as the first part of this series.